What's going on, everyone? We got images for the brand new Scarlet and Violet Switch 2 upgrade. We're going to see what it looks like. We're going to be comparing it to Switch 1, and we also have a lot of information around Gen 9 and some potential rumors going around about Gen 10. So there's a lot of information. The Gen 10 stuff we'll keep it at the end of this video. Uh, Gen 9 is actually the best selling Pokemon game. We're actually getting into all that information, so by all means, let's jump right into it. Welcome everyone. If you didn't know, I made a video talking about how what's it called? There's going to be upgrades for the Switch 2. Now, a bunch of games are getting free upgrades for the Switch 2, so you should see that video popping up. However, Gen 9 is one of them. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet will be getting a Switch 2 upgrade, higher frame rate, and better resolution. As you can see, Switch 1 on top, Switch 2 on the bottom. We're actually going to break it down and get into it. So, you know, if you there's been a lot of videos I've been making on this channel, and if you are someone who's been following, you've seen a lot of leaks around Legends EA, and there's been a lot of leaks for a lot of games. So by all means, let's stick to the present moment. Look at Scarlet Violet Switch 2, which is on the bottom. I'm not gonna lie, to me, they're not major graphic upgrades. But if it does perform faster and it's not as sluggish and slow, that's already better for me. But you could just tell when you're looking at your mount, your ride creature, your Koraidon or Maridon. I'm bad with names, I'm terrible with names. You could just tell the detail is significantly different. Um, when you look at the towers in the back, they just have more detail. Looks much better. The lights look a little better. You could definitely tell that the HDR is there. It definitely has HDR because I don't think the Switch 1 had HDR. So you could definitely see the detail. You can see images more better. Further images look better. The grass looks more enhanced. That is all HDR, right? So having better resolution makes it look better. But as you can tell in the back, the rocks, they have more color, but that's really about it. Look more enhanced. It's not a drastic change. It really just looks like things are just more popped up. The color's more there. There's more life to it. So it's not that much of a graphic enhancement, I'm not going to lie. But and there's more images. Let me know if this is better for you, right? Like, again, I don't know if it's going to perform better. I would assume it's going to perform better. It's going to have more frame rates. So I'm going to assume it's going to perform better, be more smooth. So hopefully we get that throughout the entire area and whatnot. But yes, you can definitely tell that the HDR is a real big thing here. There doesn't seem to be much push in terms of, I mean, you can definitely tell that the graphics are better, but it's still hopefully a work in progress. I'm going to show you another image right here. This one's huge. You can definitely tell that the island in the back looks more popped up. The colors are significantly more vibrant. Of course, during the day HDR, and I don't know if there's variable refresh rate. I don't know if this is handheld or docked. Probably docked. Um, so much better. The Pokemon look way better, way more clear. That's for sure. Water, the water looks better. The slow poke, is that what they call slow poke? I forget some of these names. Um, on the water, the one down looks different. Um, you can see the reflection. That's a big detail people may not see. Um, and you could definitely tell that the trees are more vibrant, but you can definitely tell that they didn't put much work into the graphics, the trees, the way things look, and that's fine and also not fine, right? Because we want to get something, we want a good upgrade. You know what I mean? Like, these are the second best selling Pokemon games, so I'm not that impressed, but it really looked like it's just HDR, honestly, thrown in the game. That's really what it looks like, honestly. Um, so it just looks more colorful, a little more brought to life, a little more life. There is definitely more of an enhancement in This one, look at the grass, look at the color of it. The detail is significantly better. But yeah, it's definitely the performance and the frames and whatnot being higher, the game moving more smoother. That's gonna be the big thing for me. You can see the reflections from Gyarados and whatnot. They don't have Gyarados in the first picture, which is such a letdown. But I mean, you know for a fact they look a lot better. So overall, those are the images, and that's what the upgrades are. That's what the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet upgrades are bringing to the game. This is an example, and I'm not gonna lie, it's all right. That's all I'm gonna say. It's better as long as it performs better and it looks better. I'm happy. I definitely want to see it could look way better. So they better not be like this game could look a whole lot better. That's all I'm saying. But we'll take it. Regardless, I'm grateful. The next thing I want to get into, I'm gonna just leave these images up. I want to talk about Gen 9. It is the second best selling game. Sword and Shield are not number 2 anymore. Let's talk about the numbers. 26.79 million sales. That's how many sales. That's crazy. Compared to Sword and Shield's 26, my bad. They're both 26. But instead of 7.9, this is 7.2. And I'm guessing he's going to keep selling some more, which is awesome. So, and yeah, it probably will sell more because, it's going to get switched to upgrade. So people might buy a Switch 2 edition. I don't think it's going to pass number 1, but I think it'll get closer. Besides that, it's crazy that it even sold that much. Think about it. It sold that much copies with how bad the performance was. Hitting as low as 2 FPS is ridiculous. So here are some Gen 10 starter leaks, and rumors. This, I don't believe any of it, but I'll just throw it out there. So if you don't want this, by all means, like, comment, subscribe, and let me know what's going on. But we're going to run through it real quick. For the starters, well, for one, the names we're saying Tides and Gales. I don't believe that. They're saying Gaia, that was another name. I don't know. Maybe. Is going to be located in Greece. That could be true. Maybe. I don't know. For starters, they're saying a fire type goat Pokemon, water type octopus, and grass type snail. Again, these are just some rumors. I'm just gonna throw them out there. It doesn't sound horrible. I felt like Gen 9 had the best had awesome starters. I'm not gonna lie. I think like well-rounded, they're all great starters. Gen 9 really did good with its starters. And the legendaries were okay in my opinion. So, maybe we'll have the best Gen 10 legendaries, I'm hoping. And maybe they'll be, based on these rumors, mediocre starters. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. What kind of starters we could have, right? If we're in Greece, which is most likely the setting, I think they said. I mean, if it's in Greece, I feel like we could get like maybe an octopus. For a grass type, I have no idea what we would even have, you know. But anyway, I want to thank everyone for watching. Grateful, thankful for everyone who watched. Like, comment, subscribe. We're going to be dropping more content and more information. Let me know what you think about these Switch 2 images. Are they good enough? Are they a big upgrade? Or they got to do better? Let me know what you think. I think they're alright. They're not bad. But, we'll just have to see what happens. They're not bad. They could be better in my opinion. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.